Oh, that's a Palpatine move.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. I'm Shane.
Zach.
Matt.
Guys, we're back with Maul, Shadow Lord, Season 7. Well, what? We're on Season 1, Episode 7 and 8.
Last time on Maul, Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
So the Empire is here.
Yeah.
And they are here to stay, much to Captain Lawson's chagrin.
And you know what?
And Two Boots as well.
Two Boots. They made him take off his
He
boots.
lost his boots.
Well, he's the one that called him.
Good little name.
Yeah, that's what he gets.
Yeah, he was narking him out, dude. That's
Yeah, he narked him out, so they took his boots. And what the fuck they
there's this.
What the fuck they gonna call him now?
Yeah, I don't know. Just no boots. You know, Star Wars has this incredible thing to, even though the motion, you can't really. The droids' faces, they literally don't change, but they have this way, or maybe it's a human thing to project the feelings on there. But as soon as they said, that's not standard issues, take those off, he kind of had that look. And 3PO's had that look before, too. So
It's more like it's expression.
it's like they gave them this blank face, and then, like, the scene and the music, we project what we know he's feeling onto the face.
Indeed.
It's cool.
So we had Chief Kleiss actually was interrogated over the matter of Maul and not having reported all that to the Empire as per procedure.
Yeah.
It didn't really work out so well for her.
No, it did not. We had claw marks on the interrogation table.
So we tend to think that she maybe met her demise.
Something, yeah.
Or she's not in good shape. She was just tortured like crazy, and she's out of commission. Obviously lost her job, too.
Out of commission.
Got sent to wherever the hell, what's her name got sent to. That Cassian goes there.
Yeah. They're building.
That one.
Building
One freaking prison out in the middle of the fucking ocean or whatever.
Where Deidre. No, you're talking about the Inquisitorium, right?
No. It is in the middle.
It was in the middle of a lake.
It's in the middle of a big body of water. But yeah. God, I just kind of felt bad for Deidre. I don't know why. I just did.
Well, you kind of grew to like the character.
Well, I
appreciate her.
I mean, she believes that they have the higher moral authority. Like, we're bringing order to the galaxy.
You see where, at first, it was kind of like that, but then as everything went down on... on Gorma. And how she was behaving.
Gorham,
saying,
whatever.
Look, this is for us, what we can do, and kind of how she lost herself in it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this show.
So Inquisitor Merrick is present and conducting the interrogations. And he looks like he's straight out of a... I don't know the name of those game series, like Elden Ring, kind of like.
Yeah, he has this medieval look, this middle-age armor look, and you know what? Like, he's all right in the Ahsoka show. He's kind of like a ghost in that, or not a ghost, but a resurrected, using Dathomirian magic type creature.
Something to that effect.
But and I know it's the showrunner too, but he's cool in this.
So the Imperials, they end up deciding to let him go.
Mm-hmm.
They thought torture wasn't the best method. That Lawson, that is.
Yeah.
Lawson goes home. They end up discovering that the Jedi had sought refuge at his home.
They probably thought that they're like, crap, we should have got rid of him right then and there.
Yeah.
And now they're on the run. They actually went to Rena Sol.
Yeah.
For help, and the Empire tracks them there. They actually had the battle on the rooftop.
And that woman, she's done. I mean, she struck an Imperial, not officer, but she struck a stormtrooper. She's done.
Yeah, her goose is cooked.
Yeah.
So they had the fight on top of the roof.
Yeah, that was before they go to her, though.
Was it?
Yeah, they're escaping from the apartment. They climb up there.
That's right.
And then they're on one of those those Imperial transporters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she steals one
from the Clone Wars, right? Yeah.
The drop ship.
Yeah, the drop ship. So, but eventually we get to the fight with Maul. Not with Maul. Well, between Devin, Maul, and the Inquisitor.
Well, the Inquisitor runs them down.
Yeah.
And Maul intervenes.
Yes.
Because the Inquisitor says, "Where's Maul?"
Yeah.
I liked how he just was like, boom, showed up and just saved the day.
Right here. Did he say right here? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Except way cooler than me, than what I said. I mean, it was a really good fight, and eventually they severed that connection between the two box trains.
The trams,
yeah. And that's pretty much where we left off. So these two episodes were the last batch that have been reviewed, and no one has seen the last two, I guess.
We're hoping for good things.
We're hoping for good things. I know there was that scene where that one, I think it was at the end of this
It
episode,
was Merrick reporting.
Merrick reporting, like, my lord, it is Maul, or whatever he said. Man, that was freaking cool. Like, I hope Vader makes an appearance. I think the fans want it, and I think
Great to see Maul.
I don't think Vader, if he does make an appearance, it won't be till one of the last two.
if Vader was in Episode 8, it would have leaked for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Yeah, man, I'm excited. So,
I agreed.
yeah, guys, hype this video. Leave a comment down below. Also, check us out on Patreon to see the full uncut reactions, Episodes 7 and 8. Let's jump in.
It would be wise to follow me. If you choose to continue on your own, you do so at your peril.
It's kind of like with that one mob boss. Like, you're free to go, but,
Yeah. You're on your own if you do.
like, yeah.
Ooh, he's starting to get a little jealous.
Impatient.
Who was your master? You said he cast you aside.
His betrayal was devastating. But it was not the deepest wound he would inflict
His
upon
brother's death.
Savage.
Is
Yep.
he still alive?
Unfortunately.
The ship is fueled and
Follow
ready.
me.
Oh, is she gonna try to steal the ship? Oh no.
You said the
No,
choice
no,
was
no.
ours, and I'm not leaving without my master.
Do you truly believe that you are ready to face the Empire alone? My patience for your vacillations will begin. Though I'm willing to help you achieve the power to defeat your enemies, but only if you come with me.
We're not gonna take out the whole Empire.
No, Devin. Leave.
He's even got a nickname for her now. Dev. Ho Dev. Can't we all just be friends?
My lord, they are coming.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Is that like, hey, let's team up real quick, or?
They just probably deciding on.
Oh, damn.
gut shot.
They don't
Man,
show those
that's
very
a,
often and
a
stuff.
stomach shot. Ugh.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, that sucks.
Riley!
That wasn't very nice just to leave him like that.
Hello, friend.
Oh, he's got a little partner now.
So,
Birdman.
I want to say, Zach, you didn't watch the Ahsoka ones, but Ahsoka, he's in the Ahsoka Tales of the Jedi series.
That guy is.
Yeah, he makes his first appearance in there.
I worked with one of your kind before, years ago. It never added up to me what they said about the Jedi being traitors. Not from what I saw.
That means a great deal. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Riley was captured.
Captured? By who?
Stormtroopers. I tried to stop the gunship, but it got away.
That is devastating.
Yep.
Now, fucking Master
He's gonna have to go get Maul's help.
Ducky, you have to come through now.
Yeah.
Mr. Ducky, you're gonna have to come through.
Perhaps if we were to extricate ourselves, they would find leniency.
Too late for that now.
You want to abandon them and leave Riley to the Empire?
I'll give him a good
With or
job.
without you, I'm gonna get myself
go live with his
and
mommy.
get as far away from here as possible.
You got to go with him. You have to.
I'll help you.
We'll start with police headquarters. If you agree.
Yep. There's a rift forming between them.
Riley! Sir Boots, I'm impressed you recognize me without my boots.
Your close acquaintance has been abetting Imperial fugitives.
Abetting? Riley Lawson, have you any idea?
Hey, do you think Two Boots is gonna help him escape?
He needs. It'd be nice if he redeemed
It's not
himself.
part of the procedure.
Allegiances can be severed.
I agree.
So remember that.
And without prosperity, so can the bonds of mercenaries.
She's saying all good things.
She is. Well, it's kind of cool that she's speaking on the level with him
Yeah.
and not kind of just cowering and being sycophantic.
Yeah. You can't put that fucking thing on vibrate.
Doesn't look like it. What was that?
Oh shit! Here we go. There's two of them
Dude.
now.
Look at this catwalk. It's amazing.
It's pretty freaking sweet. Oh, he's mad. He's pissed. I don't think Maul realized there's gonna be a duo. Oh, his knee!
His fucking knee, dude.
He's got his boo-boos back.
Bro didn't fix him up very well. Saber throw. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, the sizzle. Look at the sizzle in the sizzle.
Yeah, that was sweet. Water turned to vapor. Ah!
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Fucking great.
Fuck.
Oh man, his boo boo's.
That's your dicky dick hole fucking messed up his knee. And he's that kind of fighter that needs that.
Yeah.
His athleticism, yeah.
Oh. Wait. Oh, he's too short.
There's no surrender for you. The Emperor wants you dead. Likewise.
Oh, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was a pretty fucking sweet fight, man.
Yeah, it was fight, and like I definitely understood why he was losing too.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he put up a fight, as good of a fight as he could. Man, I got cold fucking chills, dude. On to the next one. Damn. Oh, that's a Palpatine move.
Yeah.
There's something I have to do first. Rena, please.
This transport is going to leave with or without you.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
The Empire will be expecting you to make a move.
Well, I wouldn't want to disappoint them.
I mean, Lawson's a great character, dude.
He is. Great voice. Fantastic voice.
Yeah.
There was never going to be an investigation.
Is he limping or what?
Downcast.
Oh man, I don't want to know what happened.
If you let Riley go, I'll turn myself in.
Your partner has already betrayed you once before.
That may be.
Well,
we're running out of time.
He's just
Betrayal.
Yeah, he's just being an idiot, really.
Yeah.
Betrayal's a strong word.
Yeah, he's just a fucking robot.
No matter what happens to me, make sure Riley's on it. Ducky, promise me.
You got them into this, asshole.
You have to.
Yeah, he has to get him out.
Padawan and I will ensure that he gets to safety.
Yeah, they fucked him over.
I'm rescuing you.
Man, Palpatine still has this much of an emotional effect on him.
Yeah.
Jesus. School of Hard Knocks.
It's just. They won't recognize me.
My big purple horns coming out of my head.
Yeah.
Riley.
Dad.
There's a lot of them.
Really annoying in Survivor when you find those points in the game and just wave after wave of these assholes.
Yeah.
Showing up.
Oh yeah. That was cool. That was like a Fast and Furious
Still got
thing.
the music playing.
Look at that.
Hey, boys, need a ride?
Oh, damn.
Oh,
That's cool.
He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
Oh, wait, that's your grand plan? Oh, we're gonna wait around till the Empire finds him.
He'll find us.
Yeah, unless he's captured. Or dead.
Who's dead?
I challenge.
Fear is natural. We just can't allow it to control us.
Come on. We're almost there.
The ship's ready. It's,
Not exactly luxury, but it'll get you to Catalor.
That's
Great.
That's a code word.
I'll be there soon.
Yeah.
You were right. She's been compromised. Stop the lift.
It's gonna open up and it's gonna be empty.
Oh, there you go. What? You're dead.
Oh, yeah, she's a fucking.
Right, well, she was a badass.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn.
If it was that big of an explosion to affect them, you think she would be
She's definitely dead, yeah.
dead.
Oh yeah, she's smoked. Toast.
I mean,
Even though I
that woman died a fucking hero.
Even though I feel like she's probably not dead. because it didn't show her in some
Yeah.
form dying.
Well, I just received a rather interesting communique.
The pipes?
Nope. That was a representative
Oh.
from Crimson Dawn. Dryden Voss.
That's a
requests
Solo.
an audience.
Yep.
Crimson Dawn.
Things are looking up.
I like that ending.
Me too.
It's good.
And I mean, the show continues to just get better.
Yeah, it continues to impress me. Like these two episodes were better than the last two, and so on and so forth. And I love the fight between Maul and the two Inquisitors. That was freaking sweet.
Yeah, that was.
So about that, I mean, we know that he's diminished, but obviously he was also his knees fucked up.
Yeah.
So what do we think about that duel?
I think I didn't have a problem with because he was injured, and like he's constantly kind of been his back's been against the wall a little bit too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like all right, they're doing Maul dirty here. I felt like he put up a good fight for the circumstances, and ultimately was able to escape.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, obviously because of the intervention of his colleague,
Yeah.
comrade, / soldier / fellow Zabrakian.
Yeah, who one of the brothers who died.
Yep.
Who even he had kind of a soft like a moment.
Yeah.
Where like he felt for him.
Yeah.
Which I've watched some extensive like Filoni interviews and saying what we're talking about, like how much does he care? I mean, he can never care the way a normal person can.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he's very self-interested, but he debatably very much cared about his brother.
Yes.
And ultimately, he's self-interested. But if there's someone he cared about, it would have been his brother, and he very much admires loyalty. Out of all the Sith, Maul, and this is pretty. I think this is true in the new canon. I think Dave Filoni talks about it. Like when he'd fight people, like he wanted to put away blasters. Like there was something about him that just wanted like an honorable duel.
Yeah.
So the things about him that, personality-wise, I think.
Sort of like Tyrannus too.
Yeah, like Tyrannus. I mean, he was a Jedi for so long too. You know.
Yes, and he's also a little bit pompous.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
he's always like when Anakin lost his hands, he should just learn to duel with the other hand.
Yeah,
Instead
exactly.
of replacing it.
Yeah, like I really love Rook Cast actually in this episode.
It's just very cool because it reminds me we had discussed in our boys' reaction about how Soldier Boy and Homelander have that relationship where usually most people are usually kind of afraid to speak their minds.
Yeah, they're both not afraid of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cool, even though we probably could assume that Maul could kill Rook.
Yeah, easily, probably.
And he does speak with some impatience towards her concerns at some point during the conversation in episode 7. But I do think she was still maintained.
Yeah, like if you trust someone to be your second, even if you don't agree with them, like you can have those conversations. You know what I mean? Because it's ultimately about respect.
And of course, we had Cabris deserting them. Those guys that we brought up that were dissenters.
At least they got smoked.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, because they took off his helmet, and I'm like, okay, they showed the design, which is when they create a model for a person, it takes like a lot of man hours, takes a lot of money. Oh, and so like they gave him a face. Well, I know, but they don't like just give Filoni whatever he wants.
No, they did this time. So give him a face.
So they gave him a face, they gave him a name.
Yeah.
And they only did it for a second.
And then they killed him.
I was kind of shocked. Yeah. Back to the fight between them. The whole fight was good. I liked it on the bridge. It was beautiful as hell. And then they go into those caves with the waterfall, and then there's like greenery. Mm-hmm. It was like just a visually beautiful fight.
Absolutely.
And like I never saw Maul getting outdueled. I saw him like they what's the word I'm looking for when they flanked him really.
Well, the way I look at it too is Maul's impressive not only because he's just dominating everybody all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a compelling character.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to love him when he was first introduced because
of his physicality,
his look, and how awesome he looked, and just how badass he was.
Yeah.
Honestly,
and now
I don't think I'd even watched episode 1 if Maul wasn't in it.
Well, the previews for the movie, you know what I mean? When they showed him,
I think
blaster doors open.
I think they highly underused him in episode 1.
I don't know, because I really enjoyed the first duel he had with Qui-Gon in the desert.
Yeah.
Even though they don't really show you a lot of it.
Yeah.
It was still cool. I loved the ship designs that he had. I mean,
Yeah.
really, in terms of design, he was probably the jewel of that film.
Yeah.
They had his equipment,
Yeah.
the character, his ship,
Yeah.
his speeder.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of things that were just very cool about that character that they threw in
Right.
there, because we all kind of knew, obviously, who Sidious was.
And
Yeah.
Jar
That was cool.
Jar Binks sure as hell won the highlight.
Oh, hell no.
He was for me. I'm just kidding. I mean, I mean, a lot of people thought they killed him too soon, but ultimately it worked out for everybody because we got Count Dooku. He was great. You know what I mean?
Christopher Lee. Yeah.
And then and honestly, like Maul coming back in the Clone Wars, and now we have this show. Like it really was the best thing that could have happened for the character.
And him having that little appearance in Solo too at the very end.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have been flushed out in any of the movies like this.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Well, they wouldn't have had the amount of screen time.
It would have had a amount of screen time, and yeah, like you said, Matt, like he was in Solo, and now he's going to go talk to Drayden Voss. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Paul Bettany.
Dryden Voss.
Dryden Voss. Yeah, Paul Bettany, who ultimately gets killed by, was it Han or was it Woody Harrelson? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I mean, and I think that's a great film as well, and I love Maul's appearance in it. You know, I really appreciated, and I thought it was just enough and not too much, was the flashbacks.
Yes, and Maul, his conversations with himself in the sewers.
Yeah.
He's like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Like talking to himself.
Yeah. There's something
Also-
compelling about it. Just
Well, it's just showing you that he's actually still like very much a broken person.
yeah,
He's not just in control and
like
tight.
just like the Sith Lord, and
Yeah, he
doesn't feel anything.
Yeah, he doesn't have it all together. I mean, he literally has been broken.
And I think Sidious, that's what he does. That's how he. I mean, think about what he did to Anakin.
He
Now,
just-
Anakin, some of those decisions were himself, and he kind of broke himself because he lost that duel and everything else. But like, I mean, you know, Maul, who he was able to train the way he wanted to train, he did it by breaking him.
This is true. I'm saying though that Maul, compared to Vader, Vader's not sitting there talking to himself
No,
all the time.
he might be like the
It's-
first
it's
year,
more like
but
a quiet
yeah,
introspection.
yeah, he has a
and
hatred for
self-loathing.
himself,
Yeah.
but in a self-loathing. But it, you know, like we don't have those scenes where he's, you know, down and out like Maul was, and he's emotional.
crying and talking to himself. I visioned Vader in his little chamber, just sitting there in complete silence. Just
Yeah, I mean, he does have a seething hatred for himself.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, just like all Sith and all people who are in the wrong, lots of times they think, like, you know, if, like in the Rise of Lord Vader novel, which takes place right after, it's not really canon anymore, it's by James Luceno, he was like, if only Obi-Wan would have listened, if only Padme would have listened, I was trying to save them,
Yeah.
I was trying to do the right thing.
He's looking for someone else to put the blame on.
Yeah, I mean, kind of Homelander.
Yeah.
Homelander's way funnier about it.
Yeah, was like just kind of
Yeah.
petulant.
Yeah.
Funny.
I mean, with Maul, I mean, I loved everything on Savage Opress coming into this, having the little...
It was great to have the child version of that characters too, the voice mingling with Clancy Brown's.
Yeah.
There at one point.
Yeah, so it was very blurry, but I think it's quite clear that... So those Zabrix, they had different designs.
Mm-hmm.
Savage, you know, was yellowish looking, but that little boy version of Maul, he was reddish. Now, he didn't have the tattoos,
Yeah.
but he was reddish in nature. Because I've always wondered, after we saw Clone Wars, did
Well,
they tattoo all red and all black on him?
Well, see, originally when Episode 1 had come out, I thought there were other Zabrix. Like, there's even one that was a Jedi.
Yeah.
Or something, and they'd actually look at normal human
Koth.
skin.
Well, they had tattoos, but they're like little dots, like in the you know.
Well, my thing, I guess, I'm trying to say though, is that I remember originally, I think it's in that book that I had.
The visual
around.
guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it said that he had tattooed himself in honor of the dark side.
Yeah.
So
I saw that, and there's also this, it's graphic novel shot of him being held up.
Yeah.
And he's being tattooed by droids, and Palpatine's sitting there laughing.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, that, I don't know what the original story was for that.
It sounds like it's that.
It could still be that. I mean, Filoni's
my point, though, is that all the rest of them have those fucking tattoos now. So they've made it a thing culturally. These
yeah. No, yeah, I guess you are right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was cooler when it was just, you know, dark side shit.
Yeah.
So.
But what I guess what I'm saying is, like, individual guide, which those are all every visual guide is for every movie is still canon.
Okay.
So it does talk about him being tattooed in there. So yeah, like the tattoos he has now are not the same. I mean, the clan that he's from, they have some kind of unique pattern. And I think he tattooed over those. I don't think those were tattoos of Savage and all the other Night Sister brothers.
Yeah.
But in like, because like you said, Master something Koth, he just had kind of gray skin and some tattooed dots around him.
Yeah.
And they're in the KOTOR 2 game, you know, you have a companion that's Zabrak, and he kind of like has like no tattoos. So like because of this discrepancy, one thing they talked about is like, yeah, there's just a lot of genetically diverse Zabraks. They're originally from Iridonia, but then there was like the Night Sisters. They kind of interbred with Zabraks that were on Dathomir, and it changed them. So that's kind of how they reconcile some of the discrepancies. But yeah, I think you and I both love Clancy Brown from Ohio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just good having him in this, and to me, the fact that he feels like, hey, and he's not wrong. The city's kind of destroyed everything, his brother, his home, the Night Sisters, everything.
Yeah, took everything from it.
I was thinking maybe hitting on the fact Riley, I thought he would have been a little more fucked up. That's just my kind of thing. And Matt, maybe you can hit on that.
I don't know. I feel like he was pretty fucked up after coming out of there. I mean, did you see his face? I mean, just when he was like, whenever Two Boots came to save him, he was just like curled up. Like you could definitely tell some shit happened.
Yes, I want to know the differences between what you saw on Riley's face and the people's faces when they leave your interrogation room, Matt. At work.
Yeah.
Riley definitely look a little worse for wear than when they leave my office.
Yeah. I guess I thought he was going to get the same treatment as the the lady who was in charge of the precinct, the captain or whatever.
Dude, just seeing him walking that with his mask walking in and then the doors shutting, I was just like, nothing good is going to be going on in there.
Yeah, I mean, it is and they showed that with episode 4, and they showed that with episode 5 with Han as well.
What's interesting is I want to know how that guy, I mean, I guess both of them really, because now that they've turned more or less to the dark side, they have very distinct looks that would not have suited any Jedi.
Yeah.
So it's these fucking outfits, like, go, pick your costume. And
most Inquisitors, but not all, were Jedi.
Yes.
Now, the only thing I know about the bird-looking dude is he's not human.
He's an alien.
He's an alien. I'm quite sure.
Doesn't talk. Did he talk in the Ahsoka one?
Yeah, he talks, and I think he talked in this. I mean, he
talked in this. Well, that was all Merrick.
Thought he said something, but either way, I mean, he interrogated the kid, so he must have talked.
Yeah. Presumably, he just stood there and watched him.
Like he
just sat there. He just sat there and stared at him.
He's walking around the precinct. I figured he said something.
He just says nothing to anybody.
Yeah. And by the way, what did you guys think of Two Boots here?
Two Boots cracked me up. He actually followed through after fucking everything up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's got a very innocent and dim-witted, idea about the world, very childish.
Yeah, idealism, and he's going through protocol. He is a droid, and in this universe, they do think and they feel things, but he is going off his programming, thinking that law and order and everything and protocol is the right best thing.
Yeah, he's like, well, Lieutenant Blake, he's not following protocol. And yeah, so we got into that. He's even actually noticing it about the Imperials, but I don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he came through because it certainly was a protocol to shoot stun rays at the stormtroopers, and the way he moved reminded me of what's Cassian's droid's name from Andor.
I know, I can see it, the security droid, but I can't think of what its name is.
Yeah, they had these nice crisp movements. So, all right, guys, theories for
K2SO.
K2SO, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, next 2 episodes, I'm hoping and I think we'll get Vader.
Oh, I will say this. So, Devin, we noticed in these last 2 episodes, especially the episode 7, that there was a little bit of a rift forming between her and her master.
You're right. Yeah.
So, this last episode, it seemed, though, that she's definitely still staunchly on the side of, let's say, light.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell she's definitely starting to come around, and she's got a lot better relationship back with her master.
Yeah,
that's true. And I was just curious. I mean, I think that you think she will turn eventually.
No, I don't think she'll turn during season 1.
But do you think though that let's say this series continues?
If
I
it
mean, it's already been confirmed
yeah.
for season 2 and 3, I think.
I feel like season 2 will probably hopefully like revolve more around her battle with the light and the dark.
Yeah,
after her master dies, especially.
Yeah. I feel like if he dies at the end of this season, then she'll definitely have some struggles.
Say Vader kills him or something.
Right.
Yeah,
which would be worth the wait.
I'm curious. I just don't want a scene where I think it would just break my heart if, like, and I don't know how they would do this story wise. It'd have to be further down the road where she has to kill him.
Yeah,
and I just don't think.
I don't know that'll work out. It's kind of like with Dooku and Yaddle.
Yeah,
with the situation, and there's nothing that really put them in that position.
Yeah. So I don't think that'll happen, but I do think her master will get killed, and then Maul will fill that void. I don't know how. I don't think Maul should be the one that kills him for that very,
No,
kind of ruins the point of filling the void.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, Matt. What do you think? I mean, I think it'll happen for sure. I guess for next episode, Vader. Okay. So Vader is way better than the Inquisitors. Maul, I think, is better than the Inquisitors, but here he didn't have a good fight and he was injured.
I mean, if they like actually fix his knee instead of just keep patching it, I think he would smoke both of them if he just wouldn't like keep getting injured.
I think you're right, because I mean, I'll just say this: like, you haven't seen it, but the Ahsoka episodes, Ahsoka, she does defeat the Birdman.
Yeah,
and it wasn't that hard for her either.
Yeah,
she has a fight with Maul, and they're pretty even. Ahsoka kind of wins, but not really. Like what really happened is the clone troopers came.
Yeah.
And
well, he had won.
Yeah, he kind of have won. I mean, he got kicked out the window, and then they were both on the balancing beams up top, and he looked like he was kind of winning.
Yeah, he gained the upper hand.
And then he gained the upper hand.
Well, the thing with Vader, we're making a comparison, but it's not a fair comparison, because Vader is the chosen one.
Yeah.
And he's just out there. When his presence is there, he's doing things with the Force while he's dueling you with the saber.
Yeah.
Versus Maul is much more about the physicality.
Yeah. So, like, what do we want from that fight, though? Because I think we want the fight to be good.
I think I want more of the confrontation, and with him knowing it's Anakin.
I feel.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
he knows Anakin is. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Because of that conversation with Ahsoka. Go ahead, Matt.
I feel like if there is a duel between these two, I feel like Vader will definitely get the upper hand, and Maul will end up escaping somehow, and you'll see him like go off to
limp off.
Yeah, Crimson Dawn or whatever.
And there's also this thing where Maul believes that, like, what he's doing, and maybe even like his vengeance and his mission has a higher purpose. Like he just kind of has this belief in himself.
Yeah.
Well, he believes that he's sticking it to the Empire.
Yeah.
And he's creating his own little empire to do that.
It's a spider on my mouse. Kill that motherfucker. God, I hate spiders. Go ahead though. Sorry.
Maul used to be a spider. That was not very nice.
You know what? And I didn't like it. Although he did look pretty cool, I have to say, with his horns overgrown and stuff like that. I'm glad he cut him, but he looked cool when he was kind of crazy and demented. I guess what I want from the Vader fight, like you said, Matt, Maul needs to lose. I don't want Vader just to whoop him the whole time. Like, I mean, but I think he needs to get the upper hand, and then it needs to become an ass whooping.
It'd be cool to hear them actually discuss the Emperor too.
Do you think Filoni will put those words in his mouth? Like, do you think, because Vader he's always very silent.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he's going to talk to anyone, I think it'd be Maul. Like, they're like brothers who discover each other because they have the same dad.
Yeah.
Like, this is what Sam Witwer said. Like, Maul, he views Sidious as a father that abandoned him and betrayed him. He looks everywhere, and all he sees is his father's face.
Yeah.
And then he's got this new son. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it just, yeah. Because, you know, he had a lot of insight into the Clone Wars and the Master Plan. He didn't have all of it, but he had enough of it.
Yeah.
To where after if you remember in the Clone Wars episode, they're talking about, like, when his brother finds him and he kind of becomes less feral. He says, they talk about the Clone Wars. He goes, oh, so they begun without me.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, I mean, like, I was listening to this thing from John Kiriuk. What's his name, Matt? He's like the CIA guy he's a whistleblower who blew the whistle on torture.
Oh, I have no clue.
I don't remember his name.
Well, this guy's great. I love him, and I hope he gets pardoned as well. So he was talking about he served with John Kerry, and he would hear all kinds of stories about Obama's presidency coming up, right? And he was talking to all these people. He talked to John Kerry. He talked to also 2 other people, and they all had a story. Okay, I invited Obama to my house. Would watch the Super Bowl, and during halftime we took a walk. He put his arm on my shoulder, and he said, "Hey, if you endorse me and you get the Latino vote, Secretary of the State." And then when he won, like the 3 guys that endorsed him and did what he wanted to do, they didn't know about each other, and they were all promised Secretary of the State, and they didn't get it. They got other jobs like Secretary of Commerce and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like I was like, that's what Palpatine does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he
he's
told
always
he
setting
like
up, he's always setting up other pieces, so Maul served his purpose. And
he's like Maul Clone Wars.
if Maul had won
Yeah.
that duel,
Yes.
then he still would have served a purpose a little longer.
Yeah, he would have.
Until maybe he would have gotten Dooku to kill him.
But yeah, and Count Dooku, co-chancellor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ultimately he was just self-interested.
No, absolutely. Just using people.
And like, you know, I think Maul is, I mean, Vader's very good, but Sidious is kind of the ultimate expression of the Sith. You know what I mean? So, yeah, anyways, I loved it. I'm so glad we're doing this with each other because we're all Star Wars fans and we all watched it in high school and here we are. So I don't got anything else, but do you guys?
Nope.
Okay. All right, guys, much love. Thanks for watching. Hype and like this video, comment. We'll see you next week for the last 2 episodes and we will have a Q&A as well. All right, bye-bye.